Hi everybody, this will be my last, if I'm not mistaken, my last update on this Kastking products because I'm over it right now. Not because they didn't ever get back to me, but just because this one not so smooth already. This is the Megatron. Can feel plenty extra wobbles in there. It's not as smooth as when I first got it, not even close, and I actually looped it up once. And this one, the Sharky, is still smooth, kind of. Can feel plenty in my hand vibrations, but it's just a drag system. For having such a big drag of 30 something pounds or 40 something pounds, 30 something, but if not mistaken, it's supposed to be up to 40. I lost a good sized fish because of this drag. Small kind of upset about it. Probably like a 3 to 4 pound, maybe 5 pound papillo. So I'm just basically over it. This is basically gonna go into the dumpster. Even though if I got their good line on there, but I'm just over it. Or I might just keep it just for the bearings, because the bearings, I haven't found any issues with the bearings yet. If you could actually feel how this is and how it's just getting stuck right about here. I didn't even have the drag on tight and I lost a good fish. So basically, anybody in the United States where postage is not much more, it's no international, I'll give this away. I'll loop it up one more time and I'll give it away for whoever wants it. I need to get up to 200 subscribers and I'm all good from there. I'm just taking a big loss on both products. It is what it is, but yeah. I just wanted to try get into this company and try to see how their products is. Since they say it's saltwater ready for both reels, I'm not too sure about that. The Sharky I was really enjoying for the longest of time. I caught a ton of fish with it. On the other hand, once everything started to go south, it went south bad. It went south fast and bad. So just to show you, I still got the box for the Megatron. I'll give this away when I hit 200 subscribers. I could care less, anybody in the United States. If you live in Hawaii, all the better, but on the other hand, I wouldn't recommend this for salt water because it's not really I wouldn't say it's a saltwater rated reel, personally. It's just my opinion. I haven't even opened this reel since I felt how this was feeling in my hand. One time I remember seeing, the first time I took it apart, how come it's not focusing? Let's try to focus. You can see that screw right over there. I could see plenty of rust on top, but to my amazement, I don't see rust yet, and for a saltwater rated reel, I don't know, nothing's supposed to be rusting. It's supposed to be stainless. Can feel in the oscillation, basically, up and down. Earlier, I could just feel it getting stuck and grindy, and it would just turn, and each time it would kind of get stuck, and I said, no more, I ain't gonna use this reel. I think I used it once, just kind of recently, and I was over it. So just help me get up to 200 subscribers. I'll give it away. I could care less, anybody in the United States or Anybody that preferably fishes freshwater, but because I'll just give it one more lube and hopefully it's all good from there. Yeah, because it's a decent, it looks good, feels alright, but whenever, yeah, I don't know, I can feel plenty of movement right now. The tolerance is not that great. I have this cap already tight already. I don't know how much more tight do I need to make it to not feel that. I can still feel that. And especially for me, I'm playing around with all these middle range reels like Penn Slammer, Penn Spinfisher, Daiwa or Tate, which is on the middle high for Daiwa. The Shimano Stratic, which I haven't thrown yet because I don't have time. All these reels, yeah, you cannot compare this to that, and I'd prefer to spend a little bit of, not a little bit more money. For the Kastking, $60, you'd have to buy 3 and some of these to equal a slammer, and or 2 and some whenever it goes on sale at Amazon. And I'll spend that 2 and some all day, every day, any single time compared to this, because at least I know the slammer will last. The only problem about slammers is their bearings. I've been always getting problems with bearings, but I can't really blame it on the bearings because I know how I am. I'm just one whip out, retrieve, whip, whip, and then so on and so forth. And within a fishing session, if I spend 4 or 5 hours fishing, imagine just whip all day long. The only time I take a break is whenever I'm drinking or eating. Then I'll go back at it. I'm just relentless on that. Even if I'm catching fish like sardines and or papillo, it's like, ooh, what if I can just whip out one more time and catch one more? So yeah, it's hard for me to stop on either spectrum. Either I'm catching or if I'm not, it's just hard for me to stop. Because for myself personally, I gotta actually spend a lot of time with family, which is my boy and my other half, and so I don't have that much time as before. I wish I did, but on the other hand, I'm not complaining. It's all for the better, for my son to grow up better. I want him to be knowing that daddy's around if possible. Let's put this in my opinion, my POS away. It's just not my thing. You can basically, if it didn't have that drag issue where it totally flaked out on me and costed me a fish, I'll be still having high praise about this affordable reel, which is not so affordable if it costs you a fish and makes the user kind of mad. This one, for how little bit I used it, it's supposed to be a lot better feeling in hand. I will take it apart. I will try to see if I did not put the things together correctly, which I highly doubt, because it's basically like a pen on the inside. There's very similar locomotion to a pen. So I'll take this apart and give it a one more lube, and I'll give this away when I hit 200 subscribers. I could care less who I give it away to, just as long as you understand it's a used reel. And yeah, I prefer to give it away to somebody that fishes fresh water, because for me in salt water, this reel has done me no good, and I have not even caught a fish with this reel. That's what sucks. I want to actually catch a fish with this reel, but it is what it is, and I'll just not even play around with this brand already, because I'm just so over it when it cost me a good sized fish. For people that live in the mainland like Florida, like a 4 or 5 pound papio or jack is really nothing, but people in Hawaii, 4 or 5 pounds, especially on the island of Oahu and the places that I'm fishing, that's really has plenty pulls out, has plenty pressure on the fish, has plenty the fish saw it all. It's something to be kind of ticked off about. So I will go through this. 200 subscribers, I could care less. I prefer to give it away to somebody that lives up in the mainland, that fishes fresh water. Why is it not focusing? Let's get it to focus. Fresh water. I would think this would be a freaking awesome reel. Just the salt water and the elements just breaking it down too fast, where I just don't like the feeling. I wish I kept on throwing this out to finally catch a fish and try to test out the drag system, and it just didn't happen. It wasn't meant to be. So anyway, anybody that lives in the United States or that ships within the United States, USPS, without any extra charges, I'll send this out once I hit 200 subscribers. Preferably freshwater, not saltwater. Okay, thank you, and have a good day.